Welcome to this special episode of Talking with Miss Trish. I know it's been a minute that I've been here, you guys, but I've been busy hosting. But today I have a special guest from Montreal. You guys are going to want to stay tuned for this wonderful person that I have sitting here with me today. So as mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special, very, very special guest with me today, the one and only Rayne Carnival. How are you doing, girl?
I'm amazing. Thank you. How are you?
I'm very, very good. So for people who don't know who Rayne Carnival is, or Rayne herself, you can tell them.
All right. Rayne Hackett here from Rayne Carnival, Caribbean costume mask maker out of Montreal. I have a band in Montreal and I have a section out in Toronto in the Caribbean Carnival space.
All right, exactly. So given that Caribbean Mass is coming up, we are May. You know what I'm saying? May came upon us very quickly.
Yes, it did.
You know, we have these beautiful costumes, right? So we're going to get to know Rayne. You know, we only know the costumes. We don't really know her. So my first question is, of course, which would be normal, is what inspired you to start making costumes?
What inspired me? I always loved mass, always loved carnival, and coming to live in Montreal. I'm from Guyana.
Whoop, whoop.
Coming to live in Montreal, I saw that by the time I came here, our carnival culture had diminished.
Right.
I know that Montreal was a mecca of Caribbean carnival in North America. It was the biggest.
Of course
in North
it was.
America.
At some point, yes, it was.
Absolutely, but it did dwindle over the years. So when I did come and I saw that it was the size it was and the state it was, I was about to ask, we should do something. And then I realized, who is we exactly?
Exactly, yeah.
Who is we?
Yeah.
So I decided to throw my hat in the ring. And I'm like, you know what? Something is better than nothing. And let me just start and see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it is snowballed.
It snowballed into something
what
amazing,
we got today.
right?
Yes.
Did you play mass as a child in Guyana?
I wasn't allowed.
Ooh,
I
okay,
wasn't
you
allowed.
weren't allowed.
No.
Oh my goodness.
No, my mom was like a stickler of books.
Books, yeah,
So I was always
exactly.
deprived. So I played as soon as I could as an adult.
Of course.
And I did play in Montreal. I
Okay,
did play.
nice.
Before I started to design. And yeah, but I always wanted more.
Of course.
Wanted more. So
exactly. What was that experience like when you first played mass, knowing that you could as an adult?
It was fun.
Yes.
It was fun. It was like pent up energy and I wanted to do so much more.
Yes, of course.
But I didn't have the chance to.
That's okay. That's okay.
So I'm like, let's go.
Let's go.
I was
Exactly.
intrigued.
I love that. What's inspired the name Rayne, though? Rayne, Rayne. We love the way it's spelled as
Yeah,
well.
well, the moniker plays on a couple of things.
Okay.
So it is like it plays on Rain.
Yes,
rain.
of course.
I wanted blessings and ideas and creativity to rain.
I love
upon
that.
me.
Yes.
It plays on Reign because I wanted to have a rain in my space. I wanted to be
Gotcha.
dominant and be valued and be relevant. And we are in Montreal, we are in Quebec, Reine,
Exactly.
which is queen, which is what a nickname I've had for many years.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. And if you had to describe Rayne in one word, that you described it in many words right
boy.
now. And we need that and we love that. But Rayne, being you, Rayne Carnival, what would you describe it if it was one word that you had to choose?
One word, I would say, I'm gonna be a little bit different.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say blessed.
Yeah,
honestly,
I like that.
Everything that I've been able to do with the team, it's always a team. There's no just me.
Exactly.
It's a whole crew, a whole
course.
slew of people.
Yes.
And the blessings have just snowballed into this, into what we've been able to accomplish in the time frame that we've been able to accomplish it. This is year 5 for us.
Wow.
This is year 5 for us.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I have to
yeah.
take a moment to give you your flowers, though, because I did play mass with you in this costume. If you don't know what mass is, it's carnival. But I did play in this costume.
Yeah.
And what I took away from you is that you're very professional. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, I know that everybody has their ups and downs and stuff like that,
Yes.
but for 5 years, your customer service, your professionalism is on point. So I'm going to give you your flowers with that.
Appreciate it.
And nothing fell off my costume. My
Nothing.
costume is still intact. So
None of that.
You know what I mean? And I think that's what I respect as well. You actually take your time to do it and make sure that nothing is going to fall off, because essentially we do pay to keep, you know what I mean?
Yes.
This keepsake. And we do
Yes.
play to not have it fall off, right? So, flowers
Yes.
to you, you know what I
Appreciate it.
mean?
Appreciate
for
that.
that, and keep going in that direction.
Yes.
Now, I think I have another question about mass. We play mass, we play carnival, we see these costumes and stuff like that. Do you think that people should know the history of carnival and mass before putting on a mass costume?
It would be nice.
Yeah,
It definitely
I agree
would be
too.
nice for them to do so because the people can be confused and think it's just half naked people in the street.
Exactly.
Not understanding that this is a show of freedom, a show of liberation, a show of not rebellion in a negative way, but you know what? When you weren't allowed to do something, you weren't allowed to have certain expressions.
Yeah.
And now that we can, now that we're free, now that we're strong, now that we're independent, now
Amen.
we can be who we need to be.
That's right.
It's more than just getting half naked, because I mean, there are many different types of masks.
Exactly.
What I do, yes, is pretty masks, but there's so much other traditional masks. And
Yes.
there's so many other parts of it, and
Yes.
there's big masks, and there's
Of course.
and then the children.
There's
I have my
children's-
children's
yes, she
mask.
does. Absolutely.
And there's so many different things that people just get caught up with one aspect of it, not knowing that there's so many different layers to it. So I do think it would be advantageous for people to take advantage of knowing where it came from, what it means, and what their part in it could be and should be.
Right.
I think that's very, very, very good.
On the heels of you seeing that, there's such things as pretty masks and traditional masks and stuff like that. If someone were to come with you a request to have maybe, this was my costume, but like in a traditional way with the shorts and so forth, would you accommodate?
Always.
Okay.
Always. I mean, yes, I mean, this style, this general style gets more attention. That's why it's on the banners, on the pictures.
Of course, right.
But every mask maker, worth their salt, most mask makers
Yes.
will accommodate every single type
Everything.
of body type. So we have, I do, usually when we do a section, it's called, in or a whole group, it's one typical color palette and gemming palette.
Yes.
But they have many different styles of it.
Got you.
So we would say like backline, for example, which is like the base coverage, the two-piece, you cover the main essentials, and that's fine, just
Right.
to give an idea of what the costume looks like. Then we would have something called the front line, which is more like, a little bit skimpier, but it's more elaborate. It's like
Yes.
like an advanced version of that particular costume. I also do what I call a curvy version, which is more like, right? which even like on the banner here, even Samantha is showing.
Yes.
It's like it's more accentuating of the body types, of more curves, more coverage.
Exactly.
Or it could also be called full coverage as well.
Of course.
Depending on what it is.
Right.
And of course, there's no men here, but there's always a male option.
There is a male
There's
option.
always a male
There
option.
sure is.
Our kings are covered.
Yes.
And then, of course, there's some individuals who would want, I've had individuals who have played with me who will say, okay, well, I'm a female, but I want the male option.
Exactly.
Or I'm a male and I want a spandex shorts. Or
Right.
Whatever it is.
You
I'm
guys
able to
do
accommodate.
it. Absolutely.
Of course.
I think that's great too,
course.
that you accommodate, because everybody feels welcomed at that
That's
point.
right.
It's not like,
That's
no,
right.
I can't do this type of thing,
That's
you know?
right. That's
I
right.
really love that. I know that the models always wear heels when they're showcasing the mask, but do you
Yes.
think at some point we will transition into fancy running shoes, little things that are a little bit more? I love the heels, do not get
Yes.
me wrong, because I
Yes.
think it's beautiful. I just
Yes.
know, I just came back from Trinidad. I could never wear heels on the road.
On the road.
Never, ever, ever, because that route is so long. But we
Yeah.
do showcase them in heels. What are your
Yes.
thoughts on that? And do you think that eventually you yourself would transition into the models wearing boots or sneakers that match the costume or stuff like
So
that?
the reason why I do tend to let them use heels in the shoots and in the photos, not on the road. We know that on the road it's a
Okay,
different
but I'm talking
thing.
about like the bad launches too. Okay, yeah.
So the reason why we do that, as you said, I mean, people put out a whole lot of money to be
Got
in
you.
Carnival.
I understand.
So
yeah.
the typical fashion model, will have heels already in their possession.
Understood.
Right?
Right.
So when they're going to do, if they were to buy boots for the sections, it may be an additional cost for them.
Okay, understood.
That, yes, they may use it for that year, but
okay.
heels are a little bit more versatile, only for that purpose. And of course, heels make the legs look amazing.
Exactly.
But, but I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but just for the budget of the models, and for them to, have a little bit more money in their pocket rather than on their body,
yeah.
I let them use the heels, and it works for them.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay, have you ever modeled a mask before? For yourself or own? Why not, ma'am?
I love to be behind the camera. This is new territory for me right now. I love to be...
You're right in front of it now.
Yeah. But I love to be able to create.
Of course.
I like to oversee, but... No, I don't model. I love experts in their field to do what they do best.
You kind of like stay in your lane type of thing
Just a
in the
tad.
best way.
Just a tad.
Exactly.
Just a tad,
In a respectful way. You like
exactly.
everybody to stay in their lane.
When I
which
look at these
completely
queens, when I look at
understand.
these queens on these banners, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't do what they do. I can't do how they do. So I mean, I love them all. I respect them a lot. So
how do you feel when you see your mask cross the stage on the road and stuff like that? What's that feeling like?
Girl, it's like the fact that these people chose.
Yeah.
There's so many options out there.
Of course.
And they chose mine. They chose us. It's very, very humbling. It's very, very flattering. I always have that moment before stage where I'm like, okay.
She almost got it right now,
I'm
too.
not
when
gonna
I
let it out,
asked
you know
her.
what I mean? But I mean, because they could have gone with anyone.
Absolutely.
And they could have done anything. They could have stayed on the sidelines that
They could
day.
have. They didn't have
and
to play
they
mass.
chose to play. They chose to be in the sun and have fun with us. And I appreciate it more than I always say. I'm really, really, really appreciate it.
I think it's because your customer service, your professionalism, and because you take time to measure. That's another thing too. She measured, the girls, for lack of better words. And let me tell you, my girls didn't fall out at all.
No.
At all,
No.
and that's the thing. Again, we
that.
want to be comfortable, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's good to know that you actually take the extra time to take care of us. So we love that.
I mean, it all depends on, having someone willing to go through that process.
Yeah.
I've had some people tell me, I know my size. I'm like, okay, I hear you. I agree.
I agree, exactly.
I agree.
I hear you,
So I'm going to
and I
confirm with
agree.
you.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, you told me that you told me you're an extra large. You look like a medium. So we're going to measure that.
Yeah, exactly. And she does measure.
Yeah.
Like she really, because, again, you don't want that experience where people say, well, she didn't measure me. You know what I mean? Because we are in a social media time and we're in that these are their stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to,
Yeah. No.
We're in a lot of that.
None of that.
We're in a lot of that. Have you ever dealt with a situation where you had to kind of, manage something negative from a customer or anything like that? And how do you handle that?
I did. Pretty much what had happened, it wasn't for fitting or anything like that, but it was a time frame in terms of like they wanted it at a time. I made a special accommodation for them. I had a specific distribution time and they wanted it like 3 hours earlier.
Right. Okay.
And I couldn't accommodate it.
Okay.
But like it was like,
it was a big thing.
It was a big hullabaloo.
Yeah.
So but I did do a personal delivery to them. I upgraded their costume.
Yeah.
I took care of that, and all is well.
All is
then,
well.
so.
We talk distribution times.
Yes.
How important is it to come at your distribution time? If you don't know, distribution time is exactly what it is. It's when we give away the costumes and you get to check your box to see if you have everything.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How important is it to come at distribution time?
Very, very important.
Yes.
We have the accommodation for you to be able to inspect it.
Yes.
Ask the questions.
Yes.
Maybe somebody could show you again how to put on something, which we have showed you before.
They do, yeah.
But we will be able to help you with that and get it in time to say, well, I'm going to come later. But later, I mean, you want to make sure that when you come on the road that Saturday morning, you want your truck to be ready. You want your music. You want your food. You want all that stuff.
Exactly.
Well, we got to go fix that up. So when we give you distribution time, please come so you get it then.
Exactly.
And then we can go and
then
handle
you
everything
go.
else.
Exactly. Because the thing is, if by distribution time, you're running late, that runs late for everything else. You know what I mean? And you don't have to try it on. There's questions that come with not being able to try it on. You don't know how to tie it. It becomes complicated. Okay.
But I must say though, most of our people, 99.5% people are on time. They're there.
We love that.
My juniors too. Even my little ones.
Yes.
My little ones are, on time, ready
to go.
Come on, mom, let's go. They
are excited. What is your greatest pleasure in building Kitty's Carnival Mass?
Yes, the creation of of the idea coming to life is great. But you see, when those children, children are truth tellers.
Of course they are.
They will let you know.
They will humble you.
They will humble you quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right?
So they let you know, listen, Miss Rayne, I really like this.
Aww.
I have many of stories of, the parents saying, she's sleeping in the feathers.
Oh.
Or he has the box in the bed. I'm like, well, okay. And
that is absolute dedication.
So or when I'm outside of carnival time, I would just randomly hear a voice like, Miss Rayne, and I'm like, oh my gosh, to see my young ones, because they are the future.
Absolutely.
And it sounds very cliche, but that's the truth.
It's true.
They are the future. They are the ones that are going to carry on this mass life.
Oh yeah,
in the
they
future.
Definitely will.
So I have to take care of them first and foremost. We definitely make a lot of accommodations for them and provisions for them because they are
the future. They're going to carry this. How long does it take to make an average carnival costume? Is there a set time?
No, not a set time, because there's two parts to it. There is conception
Of course.
what you want to make, and then actual production of it.
Got you. Yeah.
So every band or every band has a theme,
Right.
right? And then every section in that band has their own theme as well. So it's not just pretty, pretty, pretty. It follows a theme.
Of course.
Like, I mean, if I were to say, like, I mean, I remember the year that we did that white costume. The theme was gods and goddesses.
Of course.
the
And it looks right like it. Yes,
right?
exactly.
And the name of that particular goddess was Mau, the goddess of fertility. So she was there. And then that year that I did, we did this. It was tapestry. But
Okay,
this
yes,
costume,
I remember this
costume
one.
was kaleidoscope because of the colors,
Kaleidoscope,
prisms, and
yes,
everything.
yeah.
This year that we did the blue one, that was imagination that year. But this particular theme was Étoile filante.
Of course,
Étoile
yes.
filante, the shooting star.
Yes.
Hence, the pieces, the shooting star.
Yes.
This year, that was Culture Year. The theme of this one was Safari Twilight. Hence the burnt oranges, the richness of the colors, because Safari was on there.
Exactly.
This year was the Passion Year.
Yes.
And the Passion, this was called Regency, which is royalty, because
Love.
the Passion is for us to be able to be royal, be regal, and to lead. So everything has a story to it,
course.
rather than just looking pretty.
Yes, of course.
And so people was like, oh, okay, now I get it.
I like that.
So the conception takes the time, but then to produce it, it depends on if it's padded bra, wire bra. If it's
Exactly.
I like gemming it. So yeah,
Yeah,
it takes a while.
that conception can take a little bit. You know what I mean? How do you choose? Like, okay, how do you know? Like, this is the final look. How do you like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's final.
okay. Is
by
it
the
ever
time
really final?
That's what I'm gonna say. It's final
Until
by the time it hits photo shoot or hits a stage.
yes,
Then you have to stop.
exactly, because it's done.
You have to. Yeah, it's done.
You have to produce.
But you'd always see like, oh, I could have.
Ooh, are you still your toughest critic? Yeah. Really?
But I've also blessed. I'm also blessed myself to have like-minded people around me.
Yes,
so
of
I
course.
do have individuals who would tell me straight as it is.
Okay.
To say like this, yeah,
Yeah.
you need to do more.
Got you.
And I love that. I respect that. People say, "Hope you don't feel bad." I'm like, "No, I don't feel bad. I can't get better if
Exactly.
because sometimes when we live in our own head, and we go, "Well, this is fine."
Right.
Or I can justify, "Okay, well,
Yeah.
time wasn't there, or
Yeah.
this wasn't there." No, when you have those who are, they want it for you just as much as you do, or even, if possible, more than you do.
Exactly.
They push you.
They do.
They push you.
That's
And,
right.
I'm thankful to all the pushers in
Yeah.
my life because they really have,
I know.
they've made me grow.
It's important not to have too many yes men around you.
Absolutely not.
Because
Right.
that way you'll never grow, right? I mean, I really think it's important that you do have people who say, you could do a little bit better. You can, when lifes and you're going through things, how easy or how do you handle it when you have to make a costume?
I try to get my energy right, get my head right as fast as possible.
Okay.
Because whenever the energy is not right or the head is not right,
Yeah.
then the creative juices not
Don't
that they
flow.
not that they dry up, but they don't flow as they should.
Right.
And then you do the mass a disservice. So I would either take a step back to get my energy right, but whatever I got to do
Yes.
to get the energy right,
Right.
because you need to be in your this is my happy place,
Of course.
to be able to sit down and like
Yes.
have the music going and have the energy going to just create
To do it.
move.
I love that. And what does a day off look like for Rayne? She said, Trish, what's that mean? What is that?
I don't
You heard the
want
crickets?
to lie. A day off. What is a day off? I mean, we have seasons. You have high season, low season.
Right.
But you know what? I've had some of my best ideas doing my. Well, I do drive to Toronto a lot.
Okay, yes, she does.
I prefer to drive than fly, so I
Yes,
do a
of
lot
course.
of driving. I've had some great ideas in that.
While driving?
Crystal's my car. I've had a lot of great
You
ideas
named
in
the car
Crystal.
Crystal?
Oh yes,
Oh,
oh
okay.
yes.
Well-
She's white and she's sparkly, and yeah, she's Crystal.
Crystal.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I've had great ideas in
Love that,
Crystal.
yes.
I've had, so just by being, when I say day off of physical work, yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you're in that creative space, things come to you.
Of course.
Moments come to you.
Yeah.
Conversations lead to ideas.
Yeah.
Things lead to ideas. Yeah. I was working, it's so funny. I was working on this particular costume, making it for production when the idea for this one came.
Oh, wow.
Which is so crazy. So things like that happen.
I
sitting
can see how.
Yeah,
I can see
it was
how.
made already and it was done. I'm like, let's
can see
work it.
how.
La, la,
Yeah,
la, la,
okay,
la.
that makes
And I'm like,
sense.
Yo, I want that.
I like
So,
that. I like that.
yeah,
I can
the idea
actually see
came.
how they're quite similar in a
Yeah, I
sense,
know.
but I get
So,
it. I get it.
Similar and different at the same time. But,
Exactly. Exactly.
So things
Well,
happen,
things happen, yeah. So you do on your days off, you're still thinking of creating
Absolutely.
different things.
Absolutely. Like this is 2026, but I have ideas 2029 already. So
Wow.
you just never know.
You have to think that far, I think, because this is something that's going to keep on going.
Absolutely.
As much as we push it.
Absolutely.
Right? As much as we push it.
Absolutely.
No matter how old we get, we still have to push it. How important is culture to you?
Culture is major because we are, a conglomeration of many different things.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times we know our race, we know our gender, we know our age group, we know, our culture in the sense of, okay, my family is this or my family is that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for us as individuals, what is our culture? What are we doing to learn from the past and teach to the future?
Right.
So I think culture is very, very important. It really individualizes us and brings us together.
Absolutely.
At the same time.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to a model and a mask maker upcoming?
Get involved. I would tell models, you know what? Your blessing, your strength is that you are a canvas, right? Do not try to say, well, I only like to wear this.
Yeah.
Or I only like to do that.
Right.
Like models call me, I'm like, okay, you're going to work with me this year. That's great. What color are we wearing? The shoot is Saturday at 10.
She doesn't say.
The shoot is Saturday at 10.
I'm
Like,
not
that's
telling
it.
you. That's it. You will see when you get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't want you to preempt anything.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, I get that.
No. You come
You
through.
like to surprise them in a sense. I like that. Yeah.
You bring 2-3 heels, whatever you want to bring, and let's go.
And you make it work.
We always make it work.
I love
and
that.
Then I never would have tried that. I never would have done that.
And this is why you do what you do.
That's why we do what we do.
I like that.
And for a mask maker, upcoming mask maker, there is no blueprint.
Amen.
Of how to make masks.
You are right.
There is no, guide. What you could do or what you should do is, ask others, like come around, see what they do. Some will be very tight-lipped.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
There's some gatekeepers.
Yes.
Of course there are.
But some will be very, very open.
Right.
To share, to be able to say, you know what? I am on my way out in terms of retiring.
Yeah.
Come and learn this. I mean, I was blessed that when I decided to be in this space, I did go into certain circles, and some were close, very, very tight-lipped, but there was one who really opened up, and then there was another that really opened up, and there was another.
It was like a trickle effect.
Yeah, and there was one that said, I am going out here. Take these material.
Wow.
Do something with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. I'm like, I will pay you. I'm like, you don't
have to pay me anything.
I said, thank God, I didn't have any money at the time. but I was so happy that some will be very, very open.
Yeah.
And through that, we were able to really help touch many people.
Yeah.
And many people have, shared their skills with us.
Of course.
I look at even like these faces of these models. I mean, I have, my girl Lynn, she's a professional model. And, of course, we have a couple of Montrealers here,
Yes, we do.
We have Verdell.
Yeah.
We have Sammy.
Yes.
Sammy, I want everyone to keep Sammy in their prayers.
We do want to keep Sammy in our prayers, absolutely.
She is a veteran model.
Yes, she is.
A veteran model, and she is, fighting with the strength of a warrior.
Exactly.
To keep that eyesight going.
Yes.
But but she is when I tell you experienced.
Oh, I know.
And when, she's like, I would model for you, no worries. No charge.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, because I'm like, I can't pay you, girl. She's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
For Montreal, for you, I'm good.
See, I told you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
we
sent her a lot of love, her.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
A lot of love.
And of course, Lexi and all the veterans. I've been blessed with a lot of really, really great people.
Yes.
Through the years.
Exactly.
And still, in
and
our
there's
spaces.
still more. I see that you
still more.
recently had your band lunch in Toronto.
Yes.
Which was really, 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 really beautiful. And you had a model that's one of my friends, which is Miss Kayanne Ward.
Yes.
She did amazing.
Absolutely.
She did amazing. She's a dancer, though.
She's a dancer.
Give a shout out,
dancer.
Kay.
Yeah. Kayanne, she's a boss.
Yeah,
that's
she's
what
great.
she is.
She's lovely. I love her.
The blessed, so I said, we have the Montreal band.
Yes.
So we launched in Montreal. We did a virtual launch online.
Yes.
So we launched that, and then we launched physically in Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'm blessed to basically be in that position where people who play with us in Montreal, in our Montreal stuff, we get 20% off our Toronto stuff if
There
they
you
want
go.
to play in Toronto. So for Montreal, the theme for us this year is enchantment in Montreal.
Yes, it is.
And then we have many different sections that depicting the different realms
Yes.
of enchantment.
Yes.
So thus far, what has been launched? So you have the rainforest realm.
The green one.
The green one.
Very nice.
That's what we did, you
Yeah.
know. So that was good, green and white. So that was good. We also have we have the aura realm.
Yep.
Which was another very dear friend of mine and another designer. And
Yes.
I'll put her spin on that. That has
Amazing.
been garnering a lot of attention.
Lovely. Yes.
You know, and upcoming we have the sky realm from another designer.
Oh, that's
coming up. You know, Celestial Mass. So she's coming up as well.
Amazing.
We have another couple of realms that are coming out. But I mean, that's what for the adult side.
Okay.
For the kiddies side, we're going to launch that next week.
Okay, good.
'Cause
We're looking
parents and kiddies have been calling me.
We are waiting.
Yeah. Literally, like,
They are.
Yeah, literally.
Come on,
so,
Rain,
for
let's go.
you
Let
know,
it rain down with the carnival costumes. Okay, please hurry up. Hurry.
So for the kiddies realm, we're gonna have some pixies. We're gonna have some
Oh,
gnomes.
cute.
So they're gonna be
I can't wait
launching
to
soon.
see.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
Canada.
see that.
So all of that happening. So that's for the Montreal side, and then led into Toronto. So Toronto, we are a section in Epic Carnival band.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Yes.
So Epic's theme this year was Rising Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So Rising Empire. So our theme for Toronto is Mosaic Mirage.
Ooh.
Mosaic Mirage, where we had a little bit of a little bit of an Arabian architecture and the feel and the colors and the richness of the golds and the coppers and the,
Listen,
we
let me
played.
tell you guys something
We played
about
around.
Epic Carnival this year. They did not come out to play, you guys. Like, seriously, I played with Epic Carnival. When I played with her, that was the last time I played Mass in Toronto. And, like, I can just say a year and a half of a difference.
Yeah.
Like, every section in Epic. Listen. Every section in Epic.
Everybody.
Every
Everybody.
single section in Epic. My sister and I looking at it like, oh, wait a minute. You know what I mean? When we seen yours, because we love pink, we
Yes.
screamed at our phone because it was really nice. It was really nice. But shout out to Epic.
But everybody did
honestly.
good.
Everybody did exceptionally well. So
Absolutely.
we are proud of you.
Appreciate it.
Very, very
Appreciate
proud
it.
of you.
Appreciate it.
And we will be back because we're going to play a game. She can't be here and we don't play a game.
Oh,
Stay
boy.
tuned, ladies.
Oh, boy.
Hey, guys. So I'm back with Rayne. An amazing interview, but you guys already know we have to play a game. We always have to play a game on Talking with Miss Trish. She's already
boy.
saying, oh boy, and she's patting
Oh, boy.
herself. She doesn't even know what's coming. So because it's about Carnival, and again, Caramas is coming up, and we have so many great costumes, of course, from Rayne. We on music and Carnival, they go together. So her game today is word association.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I have to
Okay.
test her knowledge. She said, I listened to music on my way to Toronto. You did say that. So we're going to do
Oh, boy.
word association on Talking with Miss Trish and with Miss Rayne. And she
Okay.
has to sing a song for me when I give her the
Sing.
word.
Oh, Lord.
It has to be a reggae or a soca song, given the spirits of Caramas and Caravana.
Okay.
Rayne, are you ready?
I have no choice.
No,
I
you
guess.
don't. Not in this
Right.
one. Not in this one.
Okay.
All right. So sing me the first song that comes to your mind when you hear the word, wine.
Wine?
I love to put my guys on
It's
the
so
spot.
funny. I'm thinking about a Guyanese song.
That's okay.
That's so funny. Wine and touch your toes. Why remember that? It's so
Because it's a
funny.
Guyanese song.
It's a Guyanese song.
I love that.
And then,
Okay.
or old school Nanny Wine.
Nanny wine.
Old
Okay, that
school.
was a good one. That's
That's
a good one.
jokes.
All right. Number 2, wave.
Jump and wave, jump up and
A
wave.
wave, jump
Why
and
am I
wave.
everything
That's-
everything's 40 years old?
That's
What is
Johnny
this?
King. That's
That
such
is
an
jokes.
old song.
Everything that's hitting me
Oh
is
my
like
goodness. Okay.
jokes.
Wow. Okay.
Wave.
Next one, jump.
the rupee. Jump around
Got
the
the
place.
place
Jump
there,
around
yeah.
the waist.
I gotta make that easy for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem. Next
Okay.
one, a bumper.
Woo. Bumper. I think about dancehall now. What's coming to mind?
That's all now.
Yeah, a bumper. What a bit bumper. I'm blanking.
Bumper like rain.
All right, exactly.
Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, okay.
I see.
Bumper,
There you go.
yeah, bumper.
See, I helped you. I helped you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Next word, pump.
Pumping. That is crossfire. Pump me up with the
music.
music. Everything is so old. I'm telling my age right now.
It's okay.
I'm telling my age right
Listen, we're both telling we're age. Okay, please. What? Who cares? Age is just a number.
I love it.
All right. Next word is road.
Minister of Road, man, Marshall Montana, you know?
Yeah.
We want more. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I
He's
like that.
amazing, yeah.
I like that. Down.
Go down to the go down, baby. Down to the go down. Go down to the
I didn't even think about that one. Yes. I like that. And last one, follow.
Come on, follow the leader.
That's how you made it like that.
Follow the leader.
There you go. See, there you go.
Okay, that wasn't a bad one. I
See,
appreciate it.
exactly. I'm
I
going to
can
give you
breathe.
a bonus one.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to give you a bonus one.
Uh-oh.
The word is rum. Since you got that so easy, the word is rum.
I'm not going to do Woman and Rum. Because I'm not going to do it right. I know. Everybody like, Woman and Rum.
That's my favorite song.
All right, fine.
I can't behave myself. We'll be right back. Okay, guys. So Rayne did good. Give her a round of applause. You didn't faint, and you did really well. So now, again, it is Carnival season in full throttle.
Yes.
Right. We need to tell people where to find your costumes.
Yes.
And go from there and register and all that good stuff. Your camera is here.
All right.
Tell the lovely people.
Okay. I won't make it too long, but I got a couple of things to say.
No, it's never long. Go ahead.
I appreciate it. So, right for Montreal Carry Mass, which is on the 4th of July for the adults, it's on the 20th of June for the children. Costumes are on sale. So the many different sections that are available, you can find us on Instagram at Rayne Carnival, Rayne Carnival, all one word. You could also find us on Facebook for Rayne Carnival. You can find us on TikTok, Rayne Carnival. You can find us by email, raynecarnival@gmail.com. You can find us. Definitely come and look. Of course, connect with Miss Trish or connect with myself and any other platform to be able to find us, to be able to take advantage of what we have on sale. There are many different sections. For a few of the sections, they do have discounts as well. So if you're a student, right, the Aura section has $25 off for any student with an active
very nice.
student ID. So students could be, of course, college, university, and of course, for children's section, we have that available. For the rainforest section, which is the green one, we have a 10% off for students. We also have a promotion, basically an initiative that anybody who does want to part with their pre-loved costumes. If it gets too much for your house, too many feathers, too much costumes, if you bring them in, you end up getting a $25 voucher
Nice.
that you can use towards another costume for the new year. So that allows it to upcycle it a little bit.
Of
So
course.
what we do with those pieces, that when they do bring it in, we're able to take those pieces, dismantle them, and use them for children's workshops.
Beautiful. Oh
So
my
that we can
God, that's
also
so
have
good. I
them
love that.
used for that purpose.
That's
so
wonderful.
definitely bring it in. Contact us for that as well. And in terms of anyone who buys our costumes from Montreal, is allowed to get 20% off our Toronto section. So definitely reach out. Definitely reach out as soon as possible,
all we can
because
do.
people ask us, when is the deadline? The deadline there is no deadline. When it's done, it's done. So please do not get left out. If you want to take advantage, come and take advantage as soon as possible.
Exactly. So don't miss out, you guys. There's no deadline, but don't take advantage of that either, because you don't want Rayne to be building your mask 24 hours before any event.
Oh, Rayne will not be building your mask 24 hours. So if you want your mask,
I'm just saying,
come early.
Get before, because again, it takes time to build these costumes, and you'd like to give herself and her team time to build it, So please do lots of weeks in advance. Don't do last minute business. We don't like that.
And you can pay in installments. So don't say you're going to wait until you have all the money. You pay in installments.
Exactly.
Not like the prices are crazy, but you can also pay in installments if that helps with the budget. So
there you go, because things are a little tough, but Rayne is pretty flexible. So she is amazing. Thank you so much for being on Talking with Miss Trish.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to highlight what we do, and we appreciate it.
Appreciate you too. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Talking with Miss Trish. Stay tuned for my next guest. Much love.
Come again. Well, look how the place on fire now. Mars, come again. A spirit to bring the power down. Mars, come again. Give them the drum is done now. Mars, come again. And everybody chanting now. Look at the people coming down. Together, together, now we strong. Look at the people coming down. Together, together, now we strong. Heart of the sweetest melody. Music, mass, and love, my trinity. In a world so cold, how we so free. Welcome, let me tell you honestly. Look how we take away the pain. I can't explain it in my veins. Find myself down in Port of Spain. I'm not the same, so got to blame every creed and race. Everybody tongue in the heart of Port of Spain. Mars, come again. Well, look how the place on fire now. Mars, come again. A spirit to bring the power down. Mars, come again. Give them the drum is done now. Mars, come again. And everybody chanting now.